Welcome to the Ransom roundup, where I go through topics that wouldn't work for a longer format or discussions from previous videos I've made. Starting off with, in my last video I made a blunder. I made a blunder of it. I made a review of Dorohedoro, and I agree with everything I said. Like, I still think it's like, that's what I think. The only thing I would say though is just that the score is probably a little low, because my opinion about it is still that it's like pretty positive. I just have a lot of problems with it that keeps me from fully enjoying it. I would probably just give it like a 6 out of 10. Whatever. I've been through that in the other video. Go check that out, for fuck's sake. Next up, I played Everyday Devil, a free game on Steam, and I was actually pleasantly surprised. Very short game. I did not read anything about it, so I just went in completely blind. The way it works is you have all these different sections of the game that switch up to do their own little thing and have their own little purpose to it, that tells the life of this devil called Cecil. It is very rough around the edges. For one, there is this shooting sequence. You have a gun and you have to shoot police officers. You didn't have a crosshair. It was very janky. But it's not the point necessarily. It's not a huge deal, but I'm gonna criticize it anyways, because it is a part of the game and it isn't good. Other than that, I did like how the story was going. It was pretty cool how it was about this character who seemingly has people or forces in the world that are actively working against him, turning him into a person he didn't want to be. That was pretty compelling. It won't get like the game of the year or anything, but I thought it was nice. It's full of waxing poetic. It's a lot of philosophical talk. The answers are bigger than the questions type of thing, and that's not for everyone, I guess. But it was not a negative. I didn't dislike that part of the game, and I just think it was a very sweet game. Very short and sweet. Moving on to Absolum. That's another game I played. It's a roguelike that is pretty similar to Hades. At least in its layout, you go through levels, and each time you take a break in between the levels, you have an opportunity to buy a new item or an upgrade, a new ability, something of that sort. So if you've played Hades and you want more, if you're hungry for more roguelikes and you just want it to be in a different playstyle or something like that, Absolum is probably a good choice for that. I think something they do differently is you choose a character, and that's something I think they did a really good job of, making the different characters feel cool in their own right. Their playstyles are also different enough so that it actually takes a little bit of practice to become good at them, at least to the degree in which you can beat the game with those characters. Picking a new character is like picking a new weapon to use, with their own strengths and weaknesses. Some have like cooler upgrades, others have weaker upgrades that just does enough so that it makes their already existing abilities really cool, or cooler than they were. I will say though, I am getting a little fed up with these roguelikes. Like, fucking hell, man. Roguelikes and Metroidvanias. We're getting a lot of good games in those genres, but it's also just oversaturated at this point. I can't wait to play Freckle. Oh my god, this is the game I've been waiting for. Freckle. Time to find out something else to do, guys. We don't need that many roguelikes. Lastly, we have Metamorphosis. I playtested this game. I really liked what it was going for, at least the little bit that I saw. The pause menu was like a storytelling device. I really like that kind of stuff in these games, that you have a physical representation in-game of the universe. It was like an all-encompassing thing. But sometimes there was a problem with the UI not showing up. But that's it. It was a very cool thing, it seemed, that was going into like a survival horror type of thing. And I'm really excited to see what it looks like when it comes out. But yeah, I don't know. I don't really have much else. I think that's the end of the video. Fucking just turn that shit off. Fucking stop recording.